Assalamu alaikum and welcome to a special episode of Education Matters, where we will provide you with helpful advice on preparing for A-Level Results Day.
We will also provide you with guidance on the clearing process and what to do after Results Day.
A-Level Results Day is on Thursday, and for thousands of students across the country, it will mean the start of their journey into higher education.
Inshallah, many of you will achieve your predicted grades, in which case you can start preparing for university. But for some of you, your results may not be what you expected.
Perhaps you've exceeded your predictions or you've just missed the grade. Whatever the outcome, you need to prepare for your results. So stay with us and we'll give you a complete guide to Results Day.
Make sure you know your login details for UCAS Track, the online system from UCAS that allows you to follow the progress of your application. Track will provide you with updates to any of your applications, so you know if there is any news waiting for you as you progress towards Results Day. Track also enables you to respond to any offers. All of the crucial aspects of your post-application process are contained within UCAS Track.
Check that your personal details are correct in Track. UCAS and the universities contact you by email, letter and sometimes by phone, so make sure that your details are up to date.
It is important to remember that you will not see your A-Level results on UCAS Track. Your school or college will give these to you. This means that you will need to visit your school or college to receive your exam results.
You need to be available when the results are published. You might have to make quick and perhaps difficult decisions about your future, so be prepared to speak to universities yourself and not leave this to somebody else.
UCAS Track will be available from around 8 o'clock in the morning on Results Day. So instead of staying up during the night and checking Track, you would do so much better to try and get some sleep, as you may need to be particularly on the ball if your results aren't what you were expecting.
So you wake up bright and early on Thursday morning. After you've prayed and you've had breakfast, you set off out to collect your results from school or college. But hang on, you need to take a few things with you. A mobile phone, charged and topped up, a pen and a notepad, a calculator in case something goes wrong and your modules aren't adding up, AS result slips in case you need to phone a university and mention module grades, your university offer letter so you've got all your info including UCAS number handy, and also so you don't panic and can remember the conditional offer grades. Contact details for your firm and insurance university choices, a copy of your personal statement and your reference if you have it. Contact details for your referee, and if you think it's likely, you'll go into clearing permission from your referee to pass on their details to the universities.
Once you've opened your results, there are a few things that could happen. Try not to panic no matter what's your results. After 8 o'clock in the morning, log on to UCAS Track to see if you have been accepted by your offer.
If you've made your firm offer, then congratulations. Go and tell your family and friends. But don't phone your first choice university unless they've asked you to do so. Leave the lines free for those who haven't met their offers and are panicking.
UCAS Track may take a while to update, so don't be too concerned if it hasn't updated straight away. If it hasn't updated by Monday, phone the university to check everything is okay.
The day after Track shows your place is confirmed, UCAS will put your confirmation letter in the post. Read it carefully. The letter will explain what you are required to do. Keep the letter safe, as you will need it as proof for opening student bank accounts, etc.
If you have exceeded the requirements for your firm offer, you can consider whether to look around for a place at a university with higher entry requirements.
This is called adjustment and is optional. If you do want to consider adjustment, then you need to register through Track. You have up to 5 days from the date in which your conditional offer became unconditional, in which to negotiate an alternative offer.
This time includes weekends and in any case cannot be extended beyond early September. While you are in adjustment, your original firm choice place will be held for you.
If you've missed your firm offer, then I hope you're not too disappointed. There is still a chance they may accept you. First of all, check UCAS Track. If Track says your place is safe, then you're fine. Relax, celebrate, and leave the phone lines clear.
If Track still shows your offer as conditional, you'll need to phone the university. The phone number for this may be listed on their website, or they may have sent it to you in advance. If you haven't got a special number, then just phone their usual number.
Some universities will not allow you to plead your case or will have already rejected you. If track shows that you've been unsuccessful, then there is little you can do. However, do be prepared. If you had any mitigating circumstances, then you should get your school to notify the university immediately.
You can also phone the university, point out any good AS results you may have had, and really try to sell yourself.
If your firm offer accepts you with your missed grades, then congratulations, that's it. All you need to do is go home and wait for your confirmation letter, which you should receive in a few days.
If you have missed your firm offer and they won't accept you with lower grades, then maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Don't be too upset because you could still end up going to university elsewhere.
If you meet your insurance offer, then you don't need to do anything further. It may take a while to update on UCAS track. You may wish to phone your insurance university to clarify that you're going there, but you don't really need to.
If you miss your insurance offer, then check UCAS track to see if you've been accepted with lower grades. If your insurance still says your offer is conditional, then they haven't decided yet. Phone them and see if they will accept you with the lower grades. If they accept you, then that's great. If they don't, then you'll enter clearing.
If you miss your firm or insurance offer, but the university has accepted you on a different course, then this will show up on track as UCC, i.e. unconditional changed course, with the new course code. You have 5 days to decide whether to accept this alternative or not.
You will receive a letter from UCAS which sets out what your options are, though you can accept or decline this offer on track even if you haven't yet received the letter. If you decline the change course offer, you will either go to your insurance if they have accepted you or into clearing.
If you want to defer your offer, once you have had your place confirmed, you can contact the university directly and ask them if they can defer you. Have some reasons handy, for example, what you're going to do in your gap year, and it should be okay. It's best to do this as soon as you know you want to defer. So you're entering the dreaded clearing. You've probably heard many horror stories about it and you're scared. But it doesn't have to be the mad scramble like the media make out. You can take on clearing and survive. Do remember to check track for your eligibility for clearing. UCAS will not be writing to people about this anymore. Do be flexible and consider alternatives to what you had originally planned.
Don't believe all the scare stories in the papers about there not being enough places to go around. There will be some people who will not get the places they wanted this year, as there always are, but there will be just as many others who will be successful in gaining a place and happy with their choice. Don't just take the first offer that's made to you. Do your research as you normally would, and definitely go and visit universities you're interested in before hitting those track buttons. Don't assume that you have to go to university come what may. If you aren't sure that you really want to do the courses offered to you, it's okay to decide not to go and leave it for another year.
Your eligibility for clearing will show up on track, where you will find your clearing number. Universities will want this so that they can access your application code. You'll also find the Add a Clearing Choice button appear. In clearing, applicants contact universities directly to talk to them about the courses available and whether their application can be considered. You can contact as many universities as you like and may receive informal offers from several. Each will provide you with a course code and an institution code.
When you have decided which offer you want to take up, you must enter the details on track. You can only enter one choice and you must have discussed your application with the university first. If you enter a choice without doing this, you are likely to cause yourself significant delays and may even lose out on a course you were really interested in. Here are a few clearing facts. You can apply for any subject you like as long as you're sufficiently interested in it to want to study it for 3 or more years. Most universities will have places in clearing, so don't think it's just limited to the less prestigious universities. Just because a course is in clearing does not mean that it's a really bad course. Just because you're in clearing does not mean you're a bad person or have failed. A lot of people go in clearing with really high grades. You shouldn't apply for a place in clearing until a university asks you to. If you apply without being asked, then in most cases you'll just get rejected. The first step in clearing isn't applying, It's approaching universities by telephone and email, and before you start doing that, you need to prepare.
The most important thing is not to rush. It's probably a good idea to talk things through with as many people as possible before deciding. You might want to go to university that's hundreds of miles away from home, but that's not good if you're relying on your parents to drive you and your stuff there. But remember that in the end, it is your decision. So if you're really sure that a particular university is the right choice for you, then go for it.
When speaking with universities, make some notes on why a particular course and university interests you. Have a look at your personal statements if appropriate, and jot a few ideas down from there if you think it might help an admissions tutor accept you. If you have any notable achievements, then mention them. Have you done anything more recently that wasn't on your personal statement? Did you get any particularly good results? If a certain part of their course interests you and you've done any extra reading on it, then say so. There isn't any one thing that you can say to be accepted. The best thing to do is show your passion. They want to know about you personally, so try to sell yourself as best as you can.
Don't rush to contact universities as you want to make a good impression. Yes, clearing places do go quickly, but a few minutes to prepare yourself will help you more than hinder you. If they're the type of university that will offer places to the first person to contact them rather than those who want to go there most, do you really want to go there anyway?
It is best to phone the university rather than relying on emails, and that means you phoned them, not your mum. Keep your notes, your pen, and your UCAS personal ID handy. Eventually, you'll need your clearing number too, but don't worry if you haven't got it just yet. They will be very busy, so be prepared to wait. And if you contact them any other way, then they may not get back to you for a while.
At this stage, you might just get through to an advisor who will take a few details. Then after that, if your grades and experience match what they're looking for, you'll either get a call back later by an admissions tutor, or you might have to call them back later. You'll have a chat which won't be that formal, but remember, you're trying to impress them rather than wanting to be their best friend.
Some universities will have a form on their website to contact them, and if so, it's a similar process. You fill in the form and will get a reply later. This may be by email, so check your emails, including junk mail, carefully. Remember, with web forms and emails though, that it's easier to ignore a full inbox than a ringing phone. If you want to be at the front of the queue, then the phone is always your best option.
The most important place to look for advice is from people that you know. Talk to your parents, your teachers, and even your friends if they're not too busy panicking about their own situation.
You can talk to UCAS. This is just for queries about your application or for general clearing queries. They won't help you decide where to go or anything like that. They are running extended opening hours over the clearing period, which you can check on www.ucas.com.
If things don't go to plan on results day, you may find yourself faced with an unexpected gap year. Perhaps you've decided to reapply to university for next year, or perhaps you just want to take a year out to reconsider your options. If you weren't planning to take a gap year, the prospect can be a bit daunting. But don't worry, it could be the best thing that ever happened to you.
There are many things that you could do during your gap year. These include resitting exams to improve your grades, learning a language, studying abroad, working and gaining valuable experience, undertaking voluntary or charitable work. The possibilities are endless, and so think carefully before deciding what to do.
That brings us to the end of today's exam results special. We wish you all the best for results day. Please don't forget to play Salat al-Istikhara whenever making a major decision. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.